Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Chat, dites bonjour à YouTube. Aujourd'hui, on écoute le Nintendo Direct du mois de septembre. J'espère que vous allez bien. Je suis prêt. Ils disent qu'ils vont parler de Luigi's Mansion 3 puis Pokémon Sword and Shield. Mais, of course, il va y avoir d'autres annonces. Regardez ça. Regardez cette belle communauté de gens qui disent bonjour aux gens de YouTube. Gens de YouTube, venez nous voir. Ah, ça commence. Comment qu'on enlève le shit? There you go. C'est fort, j'aime ça. Fait que le leak was right.
Diva engaging. Heroes never die.
C'est ça les graphiques? Si oui, ils ont fait une bonne job. C'est fort, ok, excusez. Ouh! Il y a des motion controls. Ah, yes! Pour le aiming, je dois avouer... Pour le aiming, j'ai toujours aimé les motion controls. Alright, alright. C'est un jeu qui est bien optimisé, tu trouves? Sur mon PC, j'ai toujours de la misère. Fait que le 15 octobre...
Hello everyone.
That's
I'll
pretty
be your
nice.
guide for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Shinya Takahashi,
Est-ce que c'est cross-platform par contre? Ça a-t-il déjà été confirmé?
and that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
oh
see
yeah!
these floors of the hotel for yourself.
Can't wait for this game.
Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other.
C'est vraiment
Case
beau.
in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel?
J'en ai comme
Guess we
déjà
should
trop
expect
vu
some
là.
mummies, harsh sands,
Oh yeah.
and booby traps.
Ooh.
As for the other floors, well, there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant.
What?
You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you, well, check out.
Le resto pirate
Speaking
avait
of
l'air insane.
amenities, step right up to this all-new attraction, Screen Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Gooigi team. With only one Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts. Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey, even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors
Sure.
on October 31st, just in time for Halloween.
Man, le jour de l'Halloween, ça c'est pretty awesome.
Get a load of this new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby, and Kirby are in for some wicked boss fights.
Encore un autre
We're
un
calling
nouveau
it
Kirby.
Super Kirby Clash. Take up quests in town, and collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs.
Okay.
That's right. Get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team. You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless, or even play online.
Ça a l'air mieux que l'autre Kirby qui était sorti sa Switch.
It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today.
Ooh, aujourd'hui.
And remember, it's free to start too.
Nice.
This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After 25 years,
Ooh.
fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake
Ça, il
of
l'avait
the
déjà
third
annoncé, hein.
game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana.
Ah, c'est clean.
From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you'll follow through this reimagined
Déjà annoncé,
world.
hein. Mais on n'avait pas vu de footage.
What
Wow!
will happen to dear Jessica if I die?
This interference will
Ça, c'est
not
la
be
suite
forgotten.
de
As
Secret
each
of Mana,
character
c'est ça?
advances, they'll have the opportunity to switch their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells, step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities.
Wow.
Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party.
OK.
Once again,
C'est un remake,
the wheels
Jess.
of fate are beginning to turn.
Ouais, c'est la suite de Secret of Mana, ça.
Find out what's in
Nice.
store for the beloved
Ouf, c'est
world
loin.
of Trials of Mana on April 24th.
Ben, pas tant. C'est un beau remake de la version SNES. Ouais, non, c'est ça. Looks good.
Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship?
This fucking game.
The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803,
This
only
game.
to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England, with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown. As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
Vraiment nice comme jeu. Ouais, ouais, Jess, l'année passée.
Explore the ship
Ce jeu qui
Observe the
ruinait notre
situation.
bitrate.
and record your logical deductions.
C'est tellement un jeu
Without
unique,
you,
là.
the true tale will never be told.
Vraiment bon jeu.
What
pour vrai,
brought the Oberdin to such an end?
là. C'est encore le cas. Même si mon screen est rapetissé, ça chie le bitrate.
Little by little, tease apart the
Ah
misfortunes
ouais?
of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery.
Un peu, oui.
Return of the Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch in fall
Fucking
2019.
jeu, là.
There's a small town out there with a big secret.
Oui!
Never leave town.
Ça s'appelle Little Town Hero maintenant.
That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day,
J'aime le style.
there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face
Axe?
it.
Sure.
And the only weapons he'll need are ideas. But to win one
Okay.
of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner
Allez, utilise
support
tes
from
mots.
townspeople.
Règle les conflits.
Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox.
Nice.
Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th. You can pre-purchase and preload the game later today.
What? Ça sort dans un mois.
Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Banjo?
We can finally confirm the release date of Challenger Pack 3,
Aujourd'hui?
Banjo and Kazooie.
Aujourd'hui?
And the release date is today.
Ah!
After today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo and Kazooie, featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai. As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now. To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie, please check it out.
À quelle heure? Est-ce qu'on le stream?
But first,
But first, le prochain héros. Ouais. Oh. Ah. Hey Gandalf. Bon ben je vais pas connaître ce héros-là. Fake being surprised. Oui, il était au 3. Ils ont annoncé plein d'affaires. Est-ce qu'on doit être excité, là? C'est genre... Ben, pourquoi pas, Grand Mister? Pourquoi pas? S'ils ont d'autres nouvelles à montrer, pourquoi pas en faire un? Je connais pas cette franchise. Streets of Rage? Nintendo, ils font des présentations quand même régulièrement, Grand Mister. C'est vrai? Ouais. Non, ça, ils en font une coupe pendant l'année, même s'ils sont présents au E3. Là. OK.
Hey, cover!
Terry. Fait que ça, c'est Streets of Rage. Il ne les connaît pas. Un peu déçu. Mais il y a tout le monde dans le chat qui sont contents pour ça. Fatal Fury. Salut Simon. En novembre. Je ne connais pas Fatal Fury, je dois avouer, là. Mais
So, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining the battle.
un peu déçu.
That means we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the Fighter's Pass. Can there really be only one left?
Ils vont en faire d'autres.
We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Outside the 5 fighters included in the
Yes!
Fighter's Pass, we can confirm
Nice!
that other new fighters are in development. The battle isn't over yet.
That is awesome. Parce que j'étais comme, oh fuck man, il achève déjà, mais wow. Tant mieux, man.
So, what do you think? Regarding what was announced about additional fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have more to share with you in the future.
À date, c'est un
For
excellent
now,
Nintendo Direct.
let's continue with some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
It's about time to wake the Windfish in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening,
Tellement cute.
which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast approaching.
We are streaming this game
You'll meet some strangely endearing islanders,
a lot.
face a series of puzzling tasks,
Nice.
and encounter some oddly familiar
bien.
faces. Whatever happens, help Link escape Koholint Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons. Add in plus effects that alter
Fucking
chambers.
nice.
And save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series.
Est-ce qu'on
That
peut-
way, your friends can play them.
Est-ce que tu peux share
Be
online
ready.
ton donjon?
The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September
On peut pas
20th.
share les donjons
The
en
new
ligne.
Link amiibo figure will be available that same day.
Ouais, ça fait. J'ai commencé à 7h30, Guigui. Le direct.
You know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age
est-tu OP
Definitive
dans ce
Edition
jeu-là
is
aussi, le
exactly
hero?
that. The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story
Tu
that
stream
allows you to
Switch?
choose
Yes, sir.
between HD and 2D graphics. Travel to past Dragon Quest worlds.
Non, Joe
And
est là.
experience new character-focused stories. The day the game launches, free downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party members.
De quoi seulement sur
An
Switch?
RPG giant
Il existe
draws
déjà sur
near.
les autres consoles, pis ça. C'est pas
Dragon
exclusif à
Quest
Switch, ce jeu-là.
XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition
Right.
journeys onto Nintendo Switch September 27th. Until then,
Okay,
you can
my bad.
prepare for your adventure with the free demo on Nintendo eShop.
Je savais pas qu'il y avait des trucs vraiment spéciaux à cette édition-là. My bad.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo. The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch. The story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant it's materialized into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages who suck it out of people. You'll face off against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business. Fire Emblem characters like Chrom and Sita will join you from another dimension. Together, you'll wage deep turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And In the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time. Hey, is that Tiki?
Ça, c'est sur la Wii U?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions
Okay.
Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th.
Bon,
You
ça,
can
c'est le premier jeu
pre-purchase
qui
the game
m'intéresse
later
pas.
today.
OK.
Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again.
Wait.
FBI agent Aaliyah Davis opens an investigation into
Ça?
an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown.
Le
A
1,
door
là?
that also takes us back to New Orleans, 14 years ago. Here, our story
Hello, Jam.
follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York. The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end?
C'est un remaster ou c'est
Truth
un nouveau jeu?
or madness? Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, boggles and beguiles on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch
Shocker.
on Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today.
Ouh! J'ai jamais fait de l'original. Apparemment que l'original vaut la peine.
Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition
Jesus
is finally
Christ.
coming to Nintendo Switch.
Ça avait-tu été
Check it
annoncé,
out.
ça? Oh non, j'aime. Ben oui, t'as manqué plein d'affaires, dude. On t'avait dit 7h30, j'aime. Il écoute jamais. Très, très complexe comme jeu, ce jeu-là. Oh, nice! That is awesome! Fait que là, tu peux jouer sur la Switch, retourner sur ta version Steam. Tu t'en vas, tu pognes la version Switch, ça synchronise toutes tes games. Ça, c'est vraiment cool qu'ils fassent ça. Good job. Mais nice que ça soit sur la Switch. Available today? Wow! Ok, cette présentation est awesome à date, là.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
Uh-oh.
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines
C'est
from
rendu qu'ils me font
Bethesda.
peur, Bethesda.
On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite
guy for
games
Switch?
on Nintendo 64. Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever. And to celebrate, we're re-releasing
Richie.
one of our favorite games, Doom 64. For the first time
C'était
since
bon?
its original
Doom
release in
64?
1997, Doom 64 will be officially available on a Nintendo console. Relive your crusade against the demons in more than 30 action-packed levels. Or if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in history.
Moi, j'ai jamais joué au Doom 64. Mais là, t'as
Doom
mentionné...
64 will release on Nintendo Switch on November 22nd this year.
Ok. T'as mentionné quelque chose de temporel. Doom Guy for Smash. Je sais qu'il y a eu comme un genre de leak. On va en parler après.
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Res Studios, Rogue Company.
Hey, Rest
To
Studios.
most of the world, Rogue Company
Bon,
is a
pardon.
rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team online in a variety of objective-based game modes. Whether you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
Okay. Rogue Company.
How's it going?
Okay.
Next,
Hold
the
on.
new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Okay.
We have more information to share that will shed new light on this next Pokemon adventure. Please take a look.
Okay, Daddy.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure. Today, we'll cover 4 features you can look forward to.
OK.
First, customizing your look. Once again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit. This time, it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including
ça va être
outerwear and gloves.
Ça va être le fun comme jeu. Je pense.
Plus, you can change your hairstyle or put on a little makeup. There's a lot more to
American
becoming
Eagle
a
on
champion than simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too.
Man, Banjo
don't
sort
you think?
aujourd'hui, j'en reviens pas, là.
Second, Pokemon Camp. During your journey through the Galar region, you can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp.
Ah, je vais pouvoir
While
flatter
you're there,
Pikachu encore
you
avec
can
une voix
play
comme
with
ça.
your Pokemon. And as you get to know
peux les
them
flatter.
better, they'll also improve in battle.
J'ai adoré
Additionally,
Code
in the
Vein.
wild
Adoré.
area, you can visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp.
That's kinky.
We definitely recommend interacting with another
Hey,
player's
Sonic.
Pokemon.
That was kinky.
Third, curry on rice.
Yes.
Pokemon Camp is also a great place to cook up a dish that is very popular in the Galar region, curry on rice. How your curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries and other ingredients you use. Not to mention the heart you put
Oui,
into
Guigui.
it.
Il sort dans quelques instants.
There are more than 100 types. And each one you cook up will be registered in your curry decks. The goal? To master the art of curry.
Curry
Huh?
decks.
What's that Pokemon doing here? And fourth, we'll introduce some new Pokemon discovered in the Galar
TI.
region. First
Une
is
fucking
Poltergeist.
TI.
Normally, it makes a home for itself by hiding amongst tableware at hotels and restaurants. Its body is made of tea, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its tea. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special ability called Weak Armor.
Oui, j'ai compris,
Next,
Jasmine.
another new Pokemon
Oh, lui,
called
cool.
Cramorant.
Lui,
This
cool.
flying and water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth.
Whoa.
When it uses Surf or Dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water, along with the catch in its mouth. If
Aw.
it takes damage in this state, it'll retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive
Damn.
new ability, Gulp Missile.
Non, j'ai pas oublié Darkness.
And that's all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November
Je
15th.
vais y jouer for sure. Mais je suis comme pas 100% convaincu.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region.
Okay, daddy.
So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships.
Oh.
With
Ah, oui.
Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features.
Sure.
And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety
C'est
of
catchy
classic
comme nom.
Super NES games on Nintendo Switch. There
Yay.
are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online.
Ouais, vous êtes content de ce
And the
nouvelle-là?
rewind function will be available from launch. Here are the first games we plan to release.
C'est une pas pire librairie. Hein?
All 20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup. This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you? To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller
Ça marche
as
avec
a
Mario
special
Maker.
offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available for purchase exclusively for Nintendo Switch
30
Online members.
piastres, ça a plus
Visit the
d'allure.
Nintendo website for the latest information on its
Il me
release.
semble que la manette de SNES était comme 75
Wouldn't it be
piastres.
nice to play
Ouais,
those
US.
games again with one of these controllers? Well, let's move on to some more Nintendo Switch
Mais
headlines.
cette manette-là, va-tu être compatible avec Mario Maker, par exemple?
Sure, you know Tetris, but can you survive this?
Oh!
Nintendo Switch Online members, the large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99 is getting a free update.
Oh, yeah?
Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart.
Fuck
You
off!
can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus
Fuck
status.
you!
Can you survive against the
No.
best of the best? Well, good luck. We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges. By clearing these missions, you can acquire tickets and exchange them for a variety of custom themes.
Mais,
Sweet!
nice!
To showcase your accomplishments, we're tossing in a vast array of new player icons too. Beyond that, the second wave of paid DLC is here as well.
Wait, il y avait
In
Wave
two-player
1?
share battle mode, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a two-player game against each other and the CPU, and get together with friends to battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems in local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for Tetris 99 will be available tomorrow.
Man,
A package
Victime, il devrait
version,
être...
including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th.
Victime, il est sûrement faire comme Let's go!
Mario
Fucking...
and Sonic are ready to keep it old school in Tokyo. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its
une
own.
victoire.
This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter,
C'est le fun, ces jeux-là.
football,
Il a l'air solide, ce
Skateboarding.
jeu-là.
rugby sevens, sport climbing,
Nice!
badminton, gymnastics,
Ooh!
surfing,
Ooh!
and you know what? There's more where that came from.
Non, Guigui.
Check out
Salut, Gab.
these 10 retro-style events.
Nice!
Each one rocking some sweet 2D style graphics. They're all new,
C'est cute.
all retro, and very refreshing to play. On top of that, there are new minigames, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman must escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will go for the gold November 5th.
Peut-être que We Darkness, je sais pas. Le 5 novembre, ok.
The next Daemon X Machina demo will be here sooner than you think. Ahead of the full game's release next week, the free demo
Le jeu
version
sort la
of
semaine
Daemon
prochaine.
X Machina Prologue Demo will be available for download later today.
Ce
In
jeu-là
this
m'intéresse
prologue,
aucunement.
you'll man
I'm
your
sorry.
mech through the beginning of the game.
Si
And
Banjo est sorti des Ox,
all
oui,
of your progress
on va le
can carry
tester.
over to the full game. If you've never played a mech action game and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key
Mais
feature
c'est-
of this
c'est-
demo
le
is the
pire,
co-op
Richie, ça, c'est
mode
pas
for
juste
up
ça,
to
c'est
4
comme-
players.
Ça a pas
We're
l'air
happy to
beau,
report
ça a
that
l'air
you can play it via
lagué.
local wireless.
Je sais pas, ça m'intéresse pas.
So, gather your
Hello, Kill the
friends
Kill.
and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions.
Not
What
for me.
hides beneath your mech's armor? A god or a demon?
T'as aimé ça, puis Simon,
Daemon
ouais?
X
Je l'ai
Machina will be
aussi,
ready
mais
for
je l'ai pas encore
action
déballé.
September 13th. A Star Wars classic
Ooh.
so fun, it's back for more.
C'est fucking nice, ce jeu-là.
Kyle Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is our only hope to stop a rogue Jedi.
J'ai beaucoup joué à ce jeu-là.
Get your lightsaber at the ready, blaster in hand.
Ouais, ça fait longtemps qu'en
Prepare
date.
to wield
Merci.
the full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player experience.
J'ai tué
2 Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo Switch September 24th.
Ok, ça sort de nulle part, mais sure. C'est bon, Jess.
We've got new details on some upcoming games.
Yes?
Here's where my journey begins.
You are Geralt of Rivia, mercenary monster slayer. Your current contract? Tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go, when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition comes to Nintendo Switch on October 15th. And all downloadable content and story expansions are along for the ride. Become the most feared pirate in the Caribbean in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, then transform into the ultimate assassin hunter in Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's
Wait.
2 action-packed games for one great value.
Nice.
All past DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch in Assassin's Creed: The Rebel Collection. Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless.
Il était pas
Whether
déjà
you're a
sorti sur
veteran
Switch?
looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy, you'll hone your
Sea of Thieves,
skills,
Joe?
craft and customize hundreds of gear options, and team up with other Slayers to take down boss-sized behemoths. As you can see, the folks at Phoenix Labs are adding loads of new content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch.
Ah,
There's plenty more on the horizon.
F1. Nice, ben dans sur Switch, je pensais qu'il avait
Open your
déjà été
calendar.
annoncé.
More games are on the way.
Yeah! Mais c'est quoi tous ces jeux, on veut savoir? Salut, voilà. Nino Kuni qui sort ce mois-ci aussi. Hey, septembre, c'est un insane mois pour le gaming. Ah, NBA, baby. Mais my god, c'était comme une excellente présentation. Puis j'ai un feeling qu'on a même pas fini. Call of Cthulhu. Ouais, Joe? Ah oui, c'est vrai, Outer Worlds s'en vient sur Switch aussi. Devil May Cry 2? Sure, pourquoi pas. Oh, Vampire sur la Switch. Yeah, Nico? What's next?
How's everything going?
C'est pas fini?
Next up,
Salut, Hurried.
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Ooh!
We revealed many details about the game back in June, so we prepared a video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
Wait, fait que c'est un recap de qu'est-ce qu'on sait déjà. Ok. J'ai tellement hâte à ce jeu-là. Là. Oh, what's fuck? Gatlas! Deserted Island Getaway Package, my company knocking. Oh non, Beria! Ben, viens changer d'idée avec nous. Welcome to Island Life. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway Package. A laid-back, relaxing time and a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway Package, the time's come to get into the groove
Bill.
of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the Resident Services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to worry about. For starters, we'll provide you with a tent.
Merci, Nico!
Please select the spot where you'd like it set up.
50 mois, baby!
Oh, and there's something else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone.
Non, Guigui.
It comes pre-installed with a variety of apps for all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and
J'aime beaucoup
furniture.
l'interface.
Let's
Comme
start
très
by
clean.
crafting an axe.
J'aimerais ça
We're
travailler sur
going
cette
to need some
interface-là, tu sais,
materials,
en tant qu'infographiste.
like branches
Ouais, ils ont annoncé l'avant-dernier. Puis
and stones.
ils ont annoncé qu'ils vont en faire d'autres après
Then
les
we'll
5.
head to Resident Services and use the workbench. Nicely done. You can use the tools you craft to acquire new materials, like this. And with those, you can craft more items. Feel free to place furniture inside or outside. You can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses your style.
Oh, yeah.
And you can fully enjoy the deserted island life.
Comme pour quelqu'un qui comprend pas Animal Crossing, je peux
Let's
comprendre
head back to
pourquoi il
Resident
devrait trouver ça comme
Services. Here
à
we
chier,
sell
si on
tools
veut.
and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan.
Non, c'est ça.
In
Comme...
addition to the
pense
usual
qu'il faut juste que tu y
in-game
joues pour
currency
comprendre.
bells, you can also earn Nook miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes.
Wait, what?
You'll earn miles
Il y a des
through
points
a
air
host
miles
of
là?
activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island.
Mais ça,
Go
c'est comme un genre de
fishing,
Minecraft, si on veut. là.
catch some bugs, tend to flowers,
Ben, je peux comprendre, Richie, je peux comprendre.
and pick them to make a garland.
Non, voilà.
Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses.
Moi, j'ai toujours aimé ça, là. J'ai
A
vraiment hâte
hunting
à
pole
cette
makes it
version-là.
easy to quickly cross a river.
Salut,
A
Néo.
nutritious snack will help you shovel up a tree in no time. Plant it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island.
Non, t'as pas tort, Sam, t'as pas tort.
The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall, and enough wind to shake the trees. Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Oui, c'est Animal Crossing.
Sociable types who live together on the same island can play simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy living together and working together in the same space. With a local wireless or internet connection, you can travel
Nice.
to another player's island for a total of 8 players
Ça, on
in
savait
one
déjà.
visit. The whole scene
Ah oui,
feels
CMS?
meant to
Nice.
be. Why not
Merci.
snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory?
Je vais faire pipi, puis on va switcher à Smash. Tester Banjo un peu. Wow.
How's Deserted Island life looking? What we've shown you here today is truly
Yes.
just the beginning.
Merci, Sam.
There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So many activities, animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the island. We can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
Ça fait un peu que j'ai pas joué, Gab. Fait que le 20 mars. Ouh! Octobins, merci beaucoup pour le host. Très apprécié. Et bonjour à toi et ta communauté.
So, how'd it look? There's
Est-ce
still a
qu'un,
bit more time until the game launches.
Est-ce qu'on prend un caster command pour
So
Octobins,
please
s'il vous
stay
plaît?
tuned. All right, the next game will be our last announcement of the day.
Oh, here we go.
Please give it a look.
Dernière annonce. C'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi, c'est quoi? Au début, j'étais comme Breath of the Wild. Mais non, c'est un Final Fantasy, ça. Ah non, c'est un Xenoblade, right? This is Xenoblade, je pense. Ouais. Man, la musique est écœurante. Remaster ou un nouveau?
Do you wish to change it? Huh?
Hein? I'm really... Ah, mais oui, c'est fucking...
The future.
Justin Bieber. Cool. J'aimerais... Je pense... Je veux... J'ai l'autre sur la Switch que j'ai pas déballé. Mais lui, il a l'air meilleur. C'est quoi son nom à lui, donc? Ce kid-là? 2020. Ah, j'espérais un Today. Celui-là, il peut s'apprécier, hein, ouais.
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released
C'est
in
long as fuck.
2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn on
Nice.
Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles
Ça, c'est une très
Definitive
bonne
Edition.
nouvelle. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui voulait
The
ça.
game is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Excellent Nintendo Direct. Pour vrai, là. Oh, c'est quoi ça dit pour Banjo? Wait, what? Ah, ils vont montrer la vidéo de les skills de Banjo. Ouais, c'est ça. Watch la démo reste? OK. Hey, c'était excellent. On a eu bien, comme, genre, wow. Comme Luigi's Mansion 3 is looking great. Banjo-Kazooie live à soir. Plus de DLC s'en vient pour les personnages de Smash. Un nouveau héros qui est annoncé. Moi, il m'intéresse pas beaucoup. Mais... Banjo, par contre.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of the Super Smash Bros.
Ça
Ultimate.
dure combien de temps, CMS?
In our last showcase, I talked a little bit about Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use Banjo and Kazooie.
45 heures. Je vais pas rire, là,
You may feel like some time has passed
Ah ouais,
since
10 à
our
20
Hero
minutes, holy
showcase,
shit.
but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast.
Oh, shit, okay.
We sure are busy, even if I say so myself. Now that today's Nintendo Direct is over, please let me take just a little bit more of your time. You may remember in the Hero
Okay.
showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero,
Let him
if you
rest.
cast spells
Aw.
using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields. So in the background, I was actually using the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect. Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So
Silly
even though it's a bit of a
Sakurai.
pain, I do it like this now. This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, 2 characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started. So, what is Banjo-Kazooie? Well, in terms of genre, it's similar
C'est
to
quoi ce
Super
jeu-là,
Mario
SMS?
64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998. The character Banjo made his first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing.
C'est un meme? Ok, attends.
After that, Banjo-Kazooie was released, and then Banjo-Tooie. 2 titles were then released for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan. And then there's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts,
Non.
which was released on Xbox 360.
Sakurai, c'est pas un jeu, ça. Nuts and Bolts n'est pas un jeu.
As some of you may know, the Banjo-Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft.
Yeah. Puis ils font rien avec.
Technically, they're a rival platform holder. Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series. For that, I'm extremely grateful.
Aww.
Rare also welcomed us with open arms.
Mais là, c'est full cute.
So, if you want to play Banjo-Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox. I know this is a Nintendo broadcast, but
Wait.
please give the game
You can also play on an Xbox. Ha 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 ha. What? Mais non. Oui, là, c'était incroyable.
a try on Xbox.
Encore?
Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it.
Ça fait de ma
If we
journée.
were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for
Salut,
the
Born.
game. We'd like to play for you several of these arrangements during the showcase. Up here, yes, here, you'll see the track names. Okay, let's take a look at the fighter.
Yes. Yes. Puis le tableau, il a l'air vraiment cool en plus. Hein. Ah, il est
So this
beau.
is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie.
La toune.
We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie use in their original game. For example, the talent trot here is used for their dash.
Ah, c'est qui ont l'air de fun.
And their jumps are based on abilities like Flap Flip and Feathery Flap.
Il est vraiment beau.
Their neutral attack is called Claw Swipe. This
il fit
ability looks
parfaitement
similar
dans
to
le
this
jeu,
in
là.
the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game.
Sure. Là, je veux juste une aventure de banjo. Là.
Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat-rat.
Avec ce visuel-là. Là.
Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well.
Nice.
This move is a pretty useful one. Their down tilt is beat barge. Their up smash is bill drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Bash.
Yeah,
I think
remember.
Regal is the type of bird Kazooie is, so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate. Their neutral air is Wing Whack.
Oh, nice.
Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is Beak Buster, which they use to downstab as they drop. As you can see, even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game. The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too.
Oh, nice.
The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches. Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is egg firing.
Sure.
It's pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce, and by holding down the button when launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here, Breagle Blaster.
Ah.
Breagle Blaster is based on this part in Banjo-Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS. You can hold the button for auto-fire, but as you do, the power of the eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful. You can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield button.
Okay.
Next, their side special is Wonder Wing.
Bottles.
As in their original game, it's an invincible
Nice.
charging attack.
Invincible?
It's fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack.
Mais t'es limité.
However, you can see some feathers above Banjo's head. There are 5 of them in total, and I just used up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again
Nice.
until you lose a stock.
Fait qu'il, tu sais, ça
Since
l'empêche
the
d'être trop
remaining
oublié.
uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head.
Okay.
You can use it as a recovery
Ah, ben oui,
option.
j'avoue. Nice.
And since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages, but it does have a weak point. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack.
Okay.
In addition, you can be grabbed during this move. At any rate, keep track of how many
Ben, il
Wonder
a pas
Wing
l'air
uses you have
overpowered
left.
comme hero, là, tu sais, comme il a l'air bien balancé.
And when fighting against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind.
Okay.
Next is their up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring pad from their original game.
Yeah.
There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring pad. It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too.
Okay.
Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in midair after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row.
Okay.
So if you're falling, you can use it like this, jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover. By the way, the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you hold the button down.
Nice. Comme dans l'original.
Note the slight difference in height. Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack.
Oh, c'est une grenade?
It's a grenade egg.
Jesus.
This is a slightly odd projectile in that it can only be launched behind the fighter.
Yeah.
And because the grenade egg is football shaped, its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable.
Ah ouais.
After a certain time, it will explode. I think it will be a useful tool for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it.
Ouais, le stage est super bien.
Your opponents can also throw it back at you. But its detonation sequence is relatively short. So both you and your opponents will need to make sure you throw it quickly, or it will explode while you're still holding it. I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability.
Nice.
Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Gingernator. The Mighty Gingernator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game.
Nice.
This move will send your opponents flying.
Ouais, il a l'air cool, mais tu sais, il a pas l'air comme fucking
This stage is called Kurukuruyama in
dégueulasse.
Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain. As you can see, it's a mountain where the bottom portion is a spiral shape.
On voit la maison Banjo
A
en
rotation
background.
icon will appear, and the stage will spin.
Ah.
This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique. Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move. As the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change.
Ah. Ah, Mumbo en arrière.
Platforms like this will appear from time to time. A bridge will also appear when Gruntilda's lair is visible. Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles.
The actual battles, est-ce qu'on veut voir ça? Ou...
This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters in a team battle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and
Tu l'as essayé,
Kazooie.
Tuxedo?
Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully. I should probably keep them in check. Your eggs, which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this. And thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on. Note we're playing with items on.
Nice.
I think we're doing pretty good so far. I have two opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use Wonder Wing 2 more times.
Ah ouais, tu vas avoir ton final smash.
Oops, I guess I should be explaining all their moves, huh? Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch. Oh, their final smash meter's filled up. You can have that. Now.
Oh. Oh.
And
do it.
Nice.
Ok, c'est ça, fait que faut que t'es pognes la statue, elle lève de même. Fait que, okay.
Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier. I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough. Oh, that's good.
Damn.
And final smash.
T'es hype? C'était vraiment un bon Nintendo Direct.
I forced him out, so I win.
Le jeu Town de Game Freak qui sort le mois prochain, genre, what the hell? Ça va sûrement pas être un huge jeu, par
from the
contre.
original game.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
That's a wrap.
Cool. Cameo? Ah oui.
I'd also like to talk about some of the cameos that liven up the stage.
Ouais, l'FPS
First,
était
we have the
horrible.
witch Gruntilda. In
c'était
Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda. This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah. Il meurt dans
He's a
Banjo.
friend of Banjo and Kazooie. Next is Mumbo Jumbo. This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen
Ah, t'as
by
fait commander Damon
Gruntilda.
X Machina? Il y a une
He
démo à
helps you
ça.
out in many ways throughout the game. And we have Tootie. Can you spot her?
Oui, c'est en
She's
bas.
running at the bottom. She's tiny and you can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail,
Cute.
even at her size. You could probably make an action game just using this. She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason. And after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back home.
Ils sont en train de
She looks
teasing
all calm when you look
Microsoft
at her
de
this
faire
way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos. We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared. They come in many different colors and were hidden throughout the world by Gruntilda in the original game, so you could say they're also sad souls.
Ouais, Tuxedo.
And now we see something floating around in the background. These are our basic enemy characters called Buzz Bombs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is what they look like close up. It's basically a dragonfly, right? We put a lot of thought into the guest characters as well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it.
Weird.
Next, let's talk music. As I mentioned earlier, we're taking country-style music and adapting it for use in battle. We're including a total of 10 music tracks. Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for $5.99 is a fantastic deal. So, I hope you enjoy it. The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope.
Oh, nice.
He created the original Banjo-Kazooie's music. I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan. I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful job.
Nice.
And here's the list of tracks this time.
Whoa.
Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the action taking place on screen.
Amen. C'est cool, c'est cool. Oh, version 5.
Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Aww.
And to express our appreciation, we've added another game mode, which will pretty much be our final new mode. I'm going to go ahead and play, so please take a look.
What is it? What is it?
And here it is.
Ah.
You need to damage the sandbag in front of you as much as possible.
Damn, le décor il est beau.
And with this bat, not with this, but this bat. And off it goes. High.
Fucking home run mode.
Maybe a little too high. And so, Home Run Contest makes its return. It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run Contests, so please enjoy.
Nice.
This time, Sandbag has flown 300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway.
Ok, ça y est, il
You
fait
can
un
actually
stand-up,
play
ça.
with a second player.
Alex nous quitte? Qu'est-ce que tu dis?
Let's give it a go. Attack, attack, keep attacking using both players. Time to strike. Here we go. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say 2 players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person playing as 2 fighters. I hope you play this with your friends.
Downloaded Mii Fighter move
In
customization.
shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize their special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize their special moves. If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want and play as them.
Il y a juste
However,
Firefox qui joue les Mii
this will
characters.
not be applied to Mii fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii fighters created after the update. So I hope you re-upload your Mii fighters. Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii fighters. We will add in some Mii fighter costumes as well. Please take a look.
Pour vrai, ça? Nice. Ah, j'avais tellement aimé ce jeu-là au Nintendo 64. Nice. Oui, il existait pas déjà? Pardon? Nice. Mais... Oh... Il ferait tellement un bon personnage. Mais il est cute. Il ressemble même pas à un Mii Fighter. Damn, that Undertale love. T'es fru parce que c'est pas son propre personnage. Puis c'est quoi, Sans vient avec une toune? Si je comprends bien.
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track. This will be listed in the other category, so you can check it out there. The arrangement was made by none other than the creator of Undertale himself, Toby Fox.
Ah, c'est vraiment cool.
Toby has actually visited my house, and we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. He was actually really good. Of all the guests, he was probably the strongest. When we both chose random and played, the win ratio was about half and half. Or I may have been losing. Next, I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available. Squirtle.
Squirtle, Squirtle.
Ivysaur.
Oh. Mais Charizard, il existe déjà.
And Snake. I wonder why he was hiding. They will each be available on September 20th.
Vous ne passerez pas.
Merci beaucoup.
The software update, including the Banjo and Kazooie DLC, will be available today.
Merci pour le don. C'est qui? Combien? J'ai pas pu voir. J'ai juste entendu, vous ne passerez pas. Ouais, ça.
As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although we showed the reveal trailer, there was hardly any in-game footage. Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is, but it's shaping up nicely.
It is?
But we weren't quite ready to include it in the reveal.
That's okay.
That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it?
Ben, moi, j'ai pas apprécié parce que je connais pas la franchise.
I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go.
C'est pour Zoro.
Pour Zoro, c'est Tarzu, ça! Merci, Jess! Ah, j'ai rien vu. Merci, Jess!
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC.
Faut que je fasse longtemps. Mais non. C'est pas Street Fighter, Guigui. C'est King of Fighters. Sure?
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters.
Les cordes du...
To me, it feels like the finish line is sliding farther away.
Ah, il est épuisé, il est en train de dire je suis écœuré, genre la ligne d'arrivée est encore plus loin maintenant qu'on en a plus de fighters. Checkez sa face. Il est tanné.
You may wonder, how much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? But I'm also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that more game worlds will be added to the series. And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans. At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now representing so many characters
ça, c'est
in
pour
game
Tarzu le
worlds
Roux.
that it's become an enormous game. Even if the Super Smash Bros. Series continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible. And I will continue to work hard at developing the game.
C'est Tarzan son vrai nom.
I appreciate your support. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
Bon. Un peu... ça termine le direct un peu sur une note... genre... creepy, de genre comme... On aurait peut-être plus cette opportunité d'amener autant de personnages et de mondes différents de jeux vidéo dans un jeu de Smash. OK. Damn. Genre, ça devient ultra... Ouais, c'est ça, comme leave me alone, je vais mourir bientôt. Comme... Tarzu, pas devant le live. Fait que, ouais, c'est un excellent direct. Très, très, très... très surpris. Je m'attendais pas à ça. Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'il y ait autant d'annonces. Très, très cool. Fait que, on va couper cela pour YouTube, puis je vais revenir avec... on va tester Banjo un peu avant d'aller se coucher. Fait que, donnez-moi quelques instants, je fais le switch et je vais aller faire pipi. Yeah, ça sera pas bien long. À la prochaine. Bye bye.